Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lady Canes Field on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University. We would like to thank you for joining us for this Peach Belt Conference doubleheader between the visiting Augusta Jaguars and your GSW Hurricanes. The Jaguars come in today with a 9-19 record and 3-7 in the conference, while the Hurricanes enter play with a 12-6 record while 3-1 in conference play. It's a beautiful day here for some softball in Americus, Georgia, with temperatures in the mid-80s if you are a visitor here with us today. Bathrooms are located on the right side of the press box. We also invite you to visit Miss Morgan Christian in the concession stand, and she will help you conquer any heat with any snacks or cold drinks. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the visiting Jaguars. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 21, Jacayla Sullivan. Batting second, playing second base, number 8, Olivia Biles. Batting third and playing left field, number 3, Lindsay South. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 12, Summer Fry. Batting fifth and catching, number 32, Amina Wood. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 1, Maddie Libby. Batting seventh at the DP, number 17, Emma Seagrave. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 23, Bella Fernandez. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 5, Aaliyah Luke. And at the flex position today, number 10, Mary Tillman. And now, let's meet the starting 9 for your GSW Hurricanes. Leading off and playing right field, a freshman from Hahira, Georgia, number 1, J.C. Johns. Batting second at the DP, a senior from Flowery Branch, Georgia, number 7, Chloe Zeller. Batting third and playing left field, a redshirt senior from Somerset, Texas, number 21, Kayla Kerr. Batting fourth and playing second base, a freshman from Pine Mountain, Georgia, number 19, Zoe Willis. Batting fifth and playing third base, a sophomore from Crawfordville, Florida, number 0, Caitlin Wood. Batting sixth and playing first base, a senior from LaGrange, Georgia, number 20, Lauren Kiersey. Batting seventh and playing center field, a freshman from Rankin, Georgia, number 32, Haley Panette. Batting eighth and catching, a freshman from Noonan, Georgia, number 30, Ansley Duffy. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, a freshman from Clearwater, Florida, number 22, Kimmy Singer. On the mound today for the Hurricanes, making her 7th appearance of the 2021 season, a freshman from Pine Island, Florida, number 2, Hannah Halloway. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and face the flag located beyond the center field wall as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Another look at the fielding alignment for your Hurricanes in the right field. Number 9, J.C. Johns. In center field, number 32, Haley Connect. Playing left field is number 21, Kayla Kerr. At third base is number 0, Caitlin Wood. Playing shortstop is number 22, Kimmy Singer. At second base is number 19, Zoe Willis. Playing first base is number 20, Lauren Kersey. Behind the plate for the Hurricanes is number 30, Ansley Duffy. And on the mound today in game 1, number 2, Hannah Holloway. Leading off for the Jaguars, shortstop number 21, Jacayla Sullivan.
And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live at Lady Canes Field Peach Belt Conference softball action. The visiting Jaguars from Augusta University in town this afternoon for a doubleheader against the Georgia Southwestern State University Hurricanes. You saw the little bit of the matchup stats there just a few moments ago between those two teams as Augusta comes in. Popped up to center field, drifting a little to her left and making the grab will be Panette in center for the first out of the ball game. 1 up, 1 down. Augusta 9-19 overall. The Jaguars are 3-7 in Peach Belt Conference play. Georgia Southwestern comes in with a record of 12-6. The Lady Hurricanes are 3-1 early in their Peach Belt Conference schedule. Crazy with the scheduling and the pandemic and everything getting shifted around and moved around that there's such a discrepancy in games played at this point. Again, Lady Hurricanes, this is Peach Belt Conference game number 5, number 11 for Augusta. Pulling double duty here for a moment on the score graphic for you, so we'll get that squared away here in just a moment, get you back up to snuff. 1 away in the first inning for the Jaguars, and a 1-1 count in on the hands. A little slow roller to Kersey over at first, then she'll take a step over and touch the bag for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Holloway here in the first. Let's get that going for you. There you are. We do not. There we go. Not a final yet. Now we're in business. First one in there for a strike. Those outs up there. Perfect. We're all caught up and ready to roll. That one low for a ball. Ooh, inside hitter on that one. Free base.
Now batting right fielder number 12, Summer Fry.
So the Jaguars get their first runner of the afternoon on the hit by pitch from Holloway. 2 down now. Runner off and going. She'll be there safely. Stolen base for the Jaguars. Strike the call, so it's an 0-1 count. Runner now potentially in scoring position for Augusta here in the early going. Upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Stolen base will be credited to number 3. That's Lindsay South. Her first stolen base of the spring. How about that? The 1-1 pitch. That one at the knees and on the outside corner for a strike. So Holloway finds her spot. Now she's out in front, 1-2 to the batter, number 12. Summer Fry, the senior from Jessup, Georgia, transferred in from Northwest Florida State College. Getting a look at a 1-2 pitch. Pulled it foul. Count remains 1-2. Beautiful afternoon for a doubleheader. Not much of a breeze here at all. We'll take a look at your current game time temperature of 81 degrees. Sunny skies. Pull that back. Bloop just over the shortstop's head. They'll throw it home. Not going to be in time. Cut off by Kersey, but there's nobody at the bag to cover for her to throw it over that way to see if they could catch the runner leaning at first. Well, the first hit of the game is a big one. Drives in a run, and the Jaguars take an early 1-0 lead.
Now batting, catcher number 32, Amina Wood.
.81 degrees, sunny skies. When the wind picks up a little bit, it's about 5 miles an hour, but those flags not really moving out there in center field. Holloway earning the start after she turned in a nice performance the other night against USC Aiken. Gets herself the start. Hannah Holloway making her 7th appearance of the spring. This is her 5th start. She's got 19 innings logged so far, 21 hits, 9 runs. All of them have been earned, 8 walks, 13 strikeouts. Holloway with a 3-0 record and a 3.32 ERA. Falls behind here, 2-0 to the batter. Well, this is something the Hurricanes have had to battle through, I think, the last couple of games where they've spotted their opponents a few runs. Had it cruising, and then in the to start the game, then the hit batter, stolen base, bloop single, and here you are down 1-0. Now a walk, 4-pitch walk. That'll draw a visit inside the circle from assistant coach Madison Reagan. She'll come out and talk to Holloway. Hannah Holloway, the freshman pitcher out of Pine Island, Florida, Mariner High School. And a little bit of a jam here in the first. Still a chance to get out of it with minimal damage if she can get the final out of the inning here. But obviously, different thoughts by the young lady in Navy. Stepping in will be number 32 for the Jaguars, Amina Wood. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the last batter. They hadn't changed on the scoreboard yet. Number 1, Madeline Libby, Elberton, Georgia, Elbert County High School. Inside for a ball. That one inside on the black Tough pitch for the batter to do anything with on that one. Good location from Holloway, and she snaps her streak of balls to shake that off. Now the 1-1 delivery. Chopped foul. And she's out in front again, 1-2. This one a ground ball, not a lot on it. The shortstop's just going to have to pull it up. And an infield single. There wasn't much she could do. She was waiting for the runner to cross. Then Wood couldn't get over to third to get the force.
Now batting the DP number 17, Emma Seagrave.
And an awkward single, but one that Augusta will take nonetheless. They have loaded the bases now with 2 away. Number 17, the batter for the Jaguars. That's Emma Seagrave, a junior out of Cookeville, Tennessee. She transferred from Walters State Community College. Holloway gets the sign. Fly ball, left center field, on the run. That, folks, is a grand slam. How about that? Just cleared the fence in left center.
Now batting first baseman number 23, Bella Fernandez.
Augusta with the home run, the grand slam, have opened it up. They have brought the bats here today, at least here in the early going. Long way to go as we're just starting our doubleheader action. Augusta puts a 5 spot on in the first. There's still only 2 outs. Also, fans, don't forget you can follow your favorite team and or player by going into the live stats feed. You can find those links all over the place, but for sure you can get yourself gswcanes.com, gswcanes.com. If you're on a mobile device, there'll be a calendar in the top right corner. Click on that. It's got today's action. You'll find today's ball game and the live stats link below game 1. Click on that. If you're on a desktop or laptop computer, just scroll down on the main homepage at gswcanes.com until you get to the scoreboard. Line drive. Couldn't even switch the camera fast enough. Reaching up to her left and making the grab is Caitlin Wood over at the hot corner. Well, the Jaguars have struck first and struck hard. A grand slam in the first inning. Whoops, no we're not. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. There we go. Lady Hurricanes head to the dugout, grab the sticks for the first time this afternoon. They've got a lot of work to do. Down 5 after the into the first. We'll be back in a moment here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
for the Hurricanes, right fielder number 1, J.C. Johns.
Well, the Lady Hurricanes will see if they have an answer here in the first inning. J.C. Johns moves up the batting order. She's going to lead things off here this afternoon for Georgia Southwestern. Swings through that one. Good pitch. Strike one. Count evens up at 1-1. But again, you can also find the live stats. Just to finish that earlier thought, you can find the live stats link on the Augusta softball schedule page as well on their website. For those of you that coming at it a different angle. Just to note that the live stats link will be different from game 1 to game 2, so you'll have to back out of the screen that you click into to follow the live stats and then go to the second game of the doubleheader when we get there. Foul left field, left field side, out of play. J.C. Johns, the freshman from Hihara, Georgia. Lowndes High School. She slaps that one foul as well. Count stays 2-2. Starting pitcher here this afternoon for Augusta is Mary Tillman. Tillman, a junior out of Jessup, Georgia. Transferred to Augusta from South Georgia State College. And Johns will work the count full. Foul out of play just over the Georgia Southwestern dugout on the third base side. Roll a few extras to the home plate umpire as Johns has smacked a few out of the ballpark. Out of play here at Lady Canes Field. Count remains full. Tillman delivers. Hang in there. Get a look at another pitch. Tillman just a few points ahead of Chloe Wilson for the lead in low ERA on the squad. Instant replay number 4, I believe. John's putting it about in the same spot every time, peppering the bullpen area that is located outside the ballpark, just beyond the Georgia Southwestern dugout. And she earned that walk. Leadoff batter aboard for the Lady Hurricanes this afternoon, game 1.
Now batting DP number 7, Chloe Zeller.
Chloe wanted to hear a little bit more of her walk-up song. She stepped out there for a moment. Hey, if it'll lead to a hit, they're going to go have a talk with Miss Tillman real quick here. Georgia Southwestern's wrapping up a 4-date 8-game, well, intended to be 8-game homestand here this afternoon. They only got to play one of two against Montevallo before the skies opened up, and that one was, game 2 was canceled. What's it? 2-0 pitch to Zeller. That one outside, so Tillman flirting with the outside, but just can't find the mark here, at least in the last batter. After throwing a bunch of pitches, that one in there for a strike. Throwing a bunch of pitches to Johns to open up the game, so she'll settle in fine. Had a talk with her coach and regrouping for this at bat against Zeller. 3-1. Hey, whatever it takes, the Lady Canes just need some base runners here. Try to chip away at that 5-run deficit. 3-1 pitch. Slapped foul, left field side, just to the left of the line, and we'll run the count full. So Johns went to a full count, several foul balls, and now Zeller's at a full count. Roxon delivers. Slap foul again. Tillman is making her 15th appearance. This is her 13th start. She's thrown 9 complete games. She does have a shutout to her credit. 85 1/3 innings pitched. I'll give you the rest of the line here in a moment. And there's a strikeout for her.
Now batting,
I'll switch here.
left fielder number 21, Kayla Kerr.
85 1/3 innings pitched coming into play today. 70 hits, 41 earned runs, 17 walks, 89 strikeouts. Popped up. This one does not get over the shortstop's head, unlike the one we saw from the Jaguars in the top half of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman number 19, Zoe Willis.
89 strikeouts and 85 1/3 innings for Tillman. Opponent's batting average 217, by far the best on the team. A 4-8 record and a 3.36 ERA. Freshman Zoe Willis steps in. Probably see her in game number 2 pitching for the Hurricanes. Willis playing second base, I believe, in this one. Indeed she is. Zoe Willis, freshman from Pine Mountain, Georgia. High pop-up, shallow center field. The catch made the inning complete. Well, Lady Hurricanes get the leadoff runner aboard, but can advance her no further. No score in the first. We'll head to the second inning of game number 1. You're at Lady Canes Field. Again, game number 1 between the Jaguars and Hurricanes. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
Good news for any Braves fans in attendance. The Braves are finally in the win column. Braves one.
I know belts and hoses, not X and O's. I do O2 sensors, but not defenses. Yeah, I make a right call to keep your car in the game. Don't even need a playbook, it's all in my brain. Fuel injectors, alternators, radiators too. It's who I am, it's what I do. Never know how. Never know how.
Oops, my bad. Starting the second inning now. Get that microphone back up there. There we go. That's a little better. First pitch taken for a strike. Holloway back out to work here in the second. That one drifts wide for a ball. Aaliyah Luke, the batter, the freshman from Harlem, Georgia. Played her prep ball at Harlem High School. And it's a 2-1 count coming up. Oh, I'm sorry, 3-1, my bad. My mistake. That one called strike, much to the dismay of the Augusta bench. Luke, the number 9 batter in the order, so we'll get back to the top here in a moment as the count has run full. And a walk to Luke.
Now batting shortstop number 21, Jacayla Sullivan.
Squares to bunt as we again are back to the top of the order. This is number 21 for the Jaguars. Jacayla Sullivan, junior out of Winder, Georgia. Transferred from Savannah State. Came up the road to play for Augusta. And this one will get down. Kersey on to first. Willis covering the bag, so the sacrifice is executed as intended. Runner moves down to second with one away.
Number 8, Olivia Biles.
Head coach of the Jaguars is Melissa Bricado, with her assistant Evan Smith. Lady Hurricanes are led by head coach Nikki Levering. You met Madison Reagan earlier as she headed out. This one slapped into left field, one bouncing into Kerr's chest. Runners coming home. The throw in time. The tag applied. They got her out at home. Good play from Kerr to get the runner trying to extend it. Take an extra base. Out at the plate. We're going to have a pinch runner. Or no, I'm sorry. This will be a pitching change. My bad. Let's take a look at that throw to the plate from Kerr. Just happened just moments ago. Here's the throw down. And the tag applied in time. So a pitching change for Georgia Southwestern. Shannon Gibson will come on to relieve Holloway. A move to the pen here. We'll just...
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Hurricanes, number 14, Shannon Gibson.
Gonna step away from the mic, mute the mic for just a second. We'll be back in a moment. Let Shannon give up her warm-up tosses. We'll be back here in a moment. Back with the audio in just a second. So as I mentioned, Shannon Gibson has come in to relieve Holloway. So Holloway, an inning and 2/3, 5 runs, 4 hits. She'll be responsible for the runner on second as well. But there are 2 outs in the inning for the Georgia Southwestern senior Shannon Gibson out of Colborne, Ontario, Canada. Ground ball to the shortstop, Singer. Singer's going to get up. Can she get there in time? Nope. It'll be an interference on the runner, and that'll be an out. Back for the home half of the second inning. And we'll get our first look here this afternoon at the third baseman, Caitlin Wood, inside the batter's box.
Number 0, Caitlin Wood.
Caitlin Wood, the sophomore out of Crawfordville, Florida, transferred to Georgia Southwestern from the University of North Florida. The pitch from Tillman, outside for a ball. Off the end of the bat, fouled back. And the count will leave up at 1-1. Georgia Southwestern, foul tip. Georgia Southwestern has won 4 of their last 5. Again, supposed to be 8 games at home. They've won 4 of 5 so far, and it'll only be 7 when it's all hopefully said and done. as game 2 against Montevallo again, as I mentioned, rained out. Strikeout for Tillman. Wood goes down swinging. Georgia Southwestern took game 1 against Montevallo 12-9 and then split with Georgia College. Bobcats picking up their first Peach Belt Conference win of the year by taking game 2 6-4 in 8 innings. USC Aiken was in town over the weekend, and it was a 4-3 and 11-5 sweep. However, Hurricanes had to come back in the nightcap, and they opened it up late. Now trailing to Augusta here this afternoon. 0-1 pitch to Kersey, Lauren Kersey, the senior from LaGrange, Georgia, and LaGrange High School. Chalk popping out of that mitt as the ball hit it. Big cut, but a swing and a miss. Two goes after it. Good pitch. He reaches for it and gets her second strikeout of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Tillman. It's her third strikeout of the game. Haley Panett, the batter. Panett, the freshman, out of Rincon, Georgia, and South Effingham High School. And Tillman is dealing. She strikes out the side in the second inning, rather. Tillman's dealing. Lady Hurricanes got to get it together. Try to find a way to snap the streak in the third when they can, but we'll head to the third with Augusta looking to add to their lead. They're up 5-0. You're watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
Southwestern's MBA program offers one of the best values in Georgia and in the U.S. Affordable, convenient, and geared just for you. See yourself at Southwestern.
Visit us at gsw.edu.
Here is where we're from. Here made us who we are. Here is where we learn relationships are worth more than dollars can measure. It's a value that grows over time, strengthens under pressure, and thrives when serving others. We're Synovus, and we're here for our community because we live here too. Synovus, the bank of here.
Charges, big pimping on your car stats. In case y'all ain't noticed, I ain't lost yet. Y'all know what's wrong as soon as you hear that.
Augusta feeling pretty good about itself, coming off a convincing 10-1 win over Columbus State at home last Friday. They won game 2 in 5 innings against the Cougars. However, that was to snap an 11-game losing streak, so kind of a much-needed win, but probably got them back on track and looking to turn things in a positive direction here for the back half of the season. And again, you look at that 11-game losing streak they played the second-ranked Nighthawks of North Georgia pretty tough. In Dahlonega, they lost 4-0, 1-0 back at the end of March. They also played Young Harris, the 9th-ranked team, tough. 6-5 and 4-3. They lost that second game in 10 innings. So, a little deceiving when you take a look at maybe some of the stat comparison. Georgia Southwestern still with the big hitters coming up on their schedule. In fact, that's what awaits them following this afternoon's contest, that trip to Young Harris and to North Georgia as well. Oh, then after that, on the 14th, a week from today, they go to Auburn Montgomery, who just swept North Georgia. So that'll be a tough stretch of 6 games for Georgia Southwestern. And again, that's a patch of the schedule that Augusta has already worked through. They got Aiken at home this Saturday. USC Aiken makes the short trip. 0-2 pitch, swinging. Oop, got a piece of it. And it's 1-2 actually, not 1-2. So Shannon Gibson, as I mentioned, came in to relieve Holloway, get the last out of the second inning. Gibson is making her 10th appearance of the spring. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, ho, ho. Ring her up, Mrs. Gibson. Pulled the string on that one. Fooled her and got a strikeout. First out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down here in the third, rather.
Now batting catcher number 32, Amina Wood.
Amina Wood, the batter, the catcher, steps in. Wood, the number 5 hitter in the lineup. So Gibson, her stats look like this. Again, her 10th appearance, 38 innings pitched, 34 hits, 20 earned runs, 14 walks, 36 strikeouts. Just under a strikeout an inning. Shannon's got a 3-4 record and a 3.68 earned run average. Oh, 2 pitch to Wood in there for a strike. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gibson.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Maddie Libby.
Madeline Libby, the batter. She got a hit her first time up. Libby for the season, 162 batting average. She has played and started all 29 games for the Jaguars. 3 home runs, 13 runs driven in. 8 walks, 14 strikeouts. And she's down by 0-2. Won't go after that one, however. It's 1-2. Ground ball takes a bounce back to Gibson. She'll have it on to first. So a 1-2-3 inning for Augusta in the third. Georgia Southwestern will head to the dugout, grab the bats. Ooh, excuse me. See if we got, before we send it off, we'll take a look. Here's a look at one of Shannon's one of two strikeouts that last half inning. Strikeout on that one. That was the first out of the inning. She answered with another strikeout on the next at bat. We'll go ahead and take a look at that one as well. Oh, we get this one, all right, in slow-mo. You just never know. Here's a look. Two strikeouts in the inning for Gibson. Georgia Southwestern will come up in the third, and it'll be Duffy, Singer, and Johns. 8, 9, and 1 in the Georgia Southwestern batting order. Due up here in the third.
Number 30, Ansley Duffy.
Big swing from Duffy to get things started here in the home half of the third inning. Duffy, freshman out of Noonan, Georgia, East Coweta High School. Tillman has 4 strikeouts already on the Lady Canes. Only 1 walk. And it was actually to the leadoff batter to open the game, J.C. Johns, who is due up third this inning. 2 balls and a strike. Popped up. Second baseman on the grass. Drifts and makes the play. 1 away for Georgia Southwestern in the third.
Now batting shortstop number 22, Kimmy Singer.
Kimmy Singer steps in. Freshman infielder from Clearwater, Florida. The Hurricanes shortstop. Went to Palm Harbor High School. Takes a strike. Singer finds herself down 0-2. Tillman goes outside. Singer won't bite on that one, and we'll get a look at a 1-2 pitch. Not a bad crowd on hand. Lots of chairs and blankets down. Another strikeout for Tillman, her 5th of the ball game.
Number 1, J.C. Johns.
Folks bringing their blankets and their camping chairs lined up along the first base line, just on the other side of the fence that surrounds the ballpark here at Lady Canes Field. Folks opting to watch the game out there and enjoy the breeze a little bit rather than take it in from the bleachers. Although a few folks peppered around there. Of course, there's some bleachers out in left center field, right center field. Might see those fill up a little bit more as the day goes on. I mentioned, we're back to the top of the order, and J.C. Johns, she drew a walk. A number of foul balls her first time up over the GSW bench dugout on the third base side. And she just sent that one flying in that direction. Takes a strike to even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Georgia Southwestern here in the third. She offered at that one, and it's another strikeout for Tillman. Her 6th, if I saw that correctly, of the afternoon. So she is dealing. Lady Hurricanes hitless through 3. We'll be back in a moment here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
Try an Immune Builder smoothie. With 800% of your daily vitamin C, it's just what you need to rule the day.
Leading off the top of the fourth, the DP number 17, Emma Seagrave.
The designated player, Emma Seagrave, to open up the 4th inning. Speaking of 4, she has 4 RBIs in the ballgame as Seagrave hit a grand slam in the first. This one, a roller that Caitlin Wood will slide over and take before it can get to the shortstop Singer and throw on to first for the out. For Seagrave, well, how about that? That was her first home run of the season. Not a bad time to get one when the bases were juiced. And she picks up some quick RBIs. Those were her first RBIs of the season as well. Bella Fernandez, the batter. The first baseman for Augusta is 0 for 1 here in the first game. Fernandez, a 149 hitter. She has started all 29 games for Augusta this season. 2 home runs to her credit, 8 runs driven in. 11 walks, 24 strikeouts, which is the team lead. And now make it 25. So another strikeout for Gibson, her 3rd of the game as she enters, has now officially 2 innings of relief.
Third baseman number 5, Aaliyah Luke.
Aaliyah Luke comes in. She drew a walk her first time up, the third baseman for Augusta. has a 123 batting average. This her 29th start, so she has started all the games for Augusta this season. One home run, 2 RBIs, 7 walks, 18 strikeouts for Luke coming into play today. Again, she walked her first time up. Two-0 pitch in there for a strike. Gibson will check the wristband, rock and deliver. Pulled foul. Count evens up at 2-2. Stays alive as she fouls that one off. Pulls it foul as well. Another 2-2 pitch. Tries to take something off of it. Out in front is Luke on the swing, but she gets a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive. Gibson will have to fire off another 2-2 pitch. Chopped into the dirt, foul. Behind home plate. Count goes full. Get on the hands. This one Wood has. Tries to regroup the throw. Not. Oh. Luke will have to come back. That one was fouled off. Out of the box as she was, or as it was coming out of the box. Has it got a piece of her? And we'll do it again. Been a heck of an at-bat. Another one fouled off. She'll stay alive again. Been a good at-bat for Luke. She's battling. Gibson just cannot find that knockout pitch. Maybe let her get one in play, see what happens. This one is up the middle. Snagged by Shannon, thrown over to first. A good play, well hit ball, but Gibson with quick reactions makes the play, and no damage, no further damage in the fourth. Another scoreless inning for Gibson in relief. 3.5 complete here in game number 1 of our doubleheader. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. Welcome back for the home half of the fourth inning, and we got Chloe Zeller up. She struck out her first time up. See if she can have better fortunes against Tillman, who has 6 strikeouts. All 6 have been swinging strikeouts. Georgia Southwestern's taking their hacks, but they cannot seem to find the right stroke to get that ball in play against Tillman. This one slapped up foul, third base side. And Luke runs out of room. Zeller will come back and get a 1-2 pitch. Chloe coming in to play today. This is her 14th start of the season. A double, a triple, 10 runs driven in. She's been walked 3 times, struck out 4. 317 batting average for Zeller. 2-2 pitch. That one rolls over home plate, and the count will run full. Georgia Southwestern in desperate need of some base runners. If Zeller can find a way to get on here in the 4th and make a dent, try to make a dent in this 5-run deficit. Tillman brings it fouled off straight back over our press box area here behind home plate, right above the concession stand window that you see there on the other side of the backstop. Another payoff pitch. Ooh. Don't hit our speaker. We just had that new speaker put in. The good thing is I think there's a little windscreen protection, but not much. I bet if a ball is, since there's a little slack in the windscreen, kind of runs from our top of our press box area above our windows down slightly to connect to the top of the backstop. Forms a little bit of an angle, so balls will roll down it when they are hit off the building. I guess we'll see in a second when he makes his announcement. It was in the vicinity of that speaker. All of the things we'll discuss. Tillman rocks and delivers. Zeller hits a high fly ball. Left center field. They'll make the grab. Easy play out in center.
Now batting left fielder number 21, Kayla Kerr.
It's Libby out there in center for the Jaguars. Makes the play. Kayla Kerr 0 for 1 in the game. Kerr trying to get something going. Kerr is a .298 hitter. She has started all 18, now 19 games. 4 doubles, a couple of home runs, 16 runs driven in. She's been walked 5 times, only struck out once. Kerr may not get a hit every time, but you're going to have an awful hard time striking her out. The senior, redshirt senior out of Somerset, Texas. Softly popped up behind second base. The second baseman will make the play. That's Biles. 2 up, 2 down for Georgia Southwestern in the 4th. Zoe Willis 0 for 1 in the game. Georgia Southwestern still in search of its first hit of the afternoon. Absolutely beautiful day for softball. Feeling that cool air kind of sneak in the press box window. Called strike, and Willis still ahead in the count, 2-1. That one off the mark, and Zoe should get a look at a good one here. Definitely some power in Willis's bat. She fouls that one straight back off the catcher. Willis has 5 home runs this season, 20 runs driven in. That leads the team. Zoe batting .389 coming into play today. 8 of her 21 hits have been for extra bases. Upstairs for a ball, and Willis works hard to draw the walk. That's her 10th walk of the season. That will tie her for the team lead. Nope, I take that back. J.C. Johns had 10 coming in, walked to open the game. And now so she'll have 11 and be one up on Willis. Only the second base runner of the game for Georgia Southwestern. Again, they opened the game with a walk. And now a 2-out walk from Willis. Caitlin Wood, the Georgia Southwestern third baseman, steps in. Wood is 0 for 1 and did strike out her first time up. Two and 0. Foul back up towards just to the right of our home plate cam. Here up in the press box, but off the back netting. Backstop netting and still in the ballpark, as you saw. 2 balls and a strike. That's called strike, so it's actually 2-2. Tillman gets a foul on that swing from Wood. Wood, 356 batting average. 356 for Wood coming into play. 9 of her 21 hits have been for extra bases. She has 4 doubles, 5 home runs. Second on the team behind Willis with 19 runs driven in. 6 walks, 9 strikeouts. This ball's hit hard to right field. On the run. She's off the wall. Wood's going to go to second. They're going to send the runner home. Willis will be in time to put the Hurricanes on the board. No throw home. And a double for Caitlin Wood. Well, that was a good hit. Good timing to get the first hit of the ball game. You drive in a run and put the Hurricanes on the board. They're down 5-1. The RBI for Wood, her 20th of the season. As I mentioned, that would now tie her with Willis, who came in to score for the team lead in the RBI category. Lauren Kersey, the batter. First pitch right down the chute for a strike. This ball popped up. Second baseman just on the grass will make the play for the final out of the inning. Well, Hurricanes do get on the board. They drive in 1 off the double from Caitlin Wood. shaves a little bit off the lead, but it's still a 5-1 advantage for the visitors from Augusta University. Let's take a look. Take a look at that shot from Caitlin Wood here as we'll head to the break.
Lay. Start. Yeah. Kane is in the building.
Just got over the right fielder's head and off the wall. Wood with the stand-up double. And Willis comes around to score. No play at the plate. They'll just try to keep Willis at second, and that's where she ended the inning, at second base. 1 run in for the Hurricanes. 5-1 the score. We'll be back in a moment here from Lady Canes Field in Americus.
Zaxby's chicken and delicious go hand in hand, as in hand-breaded, hand-seasoned, and handmade to order. There's only one place you can get chicken like that: Zaxby's.
Leading off the Jaguars, shortstop number 21, Jacayla Sullivan.
To the 5th inning we go. Jacayla Sullivan, the batter. The shortstop for Augusta is 0 for 1 in the game. Sullivan ranks 3rd on the team with, well, tied for 2nd actually. Tied for 2nd on the club with a .293 batting average. 4 of her 24 hits this season have been for extra bases. She's got 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 9 runs driven in, 12 walks, 21 strikeouts. 2nd on the team in that category. 2 balls and a strike to Sullivan. A little bit inside for a ball, 3-1. Sullivan, the leadoff batter. Of the game for Augusta, so Gibson to face 1, 2, and 3 in the batting order here in the 5th. And she'll get the call there. Strikeout for Shannon Gibson. Her 4th of the game. Olivia Biles, the second baseman for Augusta, steps in. Again, number 2 in the order today. She's 1 for 2 here in the opener. That's going to be a hit up the middle, ground ball. Willis can only watch it go by at second base. And a single for Biles, now 2 for 3 in the ball game. 5th hit of the game for Augusta, so they match their run total. Biles the hit of the team lead in batting average. Quickly, first pitch swinging, ground ball to Wood. Force at second. Willis will get it, squeeze it, and hold on. Umpires are going to talk about it. Willis did eventually drop the ball. But I guess the question is, did she drop it? And he'll talk to the home plate official now. Did it come out of her glove after she was out and possibly looking to first, or was it just never really had it to begin with? So they'll have a little discussion, the three of them. Our umpiring crew to talk it over and see if they can come to a conclusion. They quickly do, and they'll keep their call on the field. The runner out at second base. So Willis had it in her glove long enough to get the force.
Now batting, right fielder number 12, Summer Fry.
So a fielder's choice. And again, Biles with the hit who was forced out at second. 321 batting average. She was the only hitter to be over 300 for Augusta coming in. And another stolen base. Second stolen base of the game for the Jaguars. So South takes another one. I think that's her second of the game, if I'm not mistaken. And her second of the season. So she has found herself a little added threat. Yep, South 2 for 2 in the stolen base category in the ball game. 2 outs in the inning. Summer Fry is 1 for 2. She did drive in a run, and she also struck out once. Behind that one, down the third base line, foul, 3-1, or excuse me, 2-2 rather. Stays upstairs with that one, and will run the count full against Fry. Fry tied for second on the team with a .293 batting average. Draws the walk. Fry with a good eye. Nice rhyme.
Now batting, catcher number 32, Amina Wood.
That's her 15th walk of the season. Fry leads the team in that category. Next closest is Fernandez at 11. So Fry knows how to find her way on base. Runners at first and second now for Amina Wood. She's 0 for 1, struck out earlier in the ball game. She's got a chance to move some runners around here with 2 away in the 5th and add to this 4-run lead. Gibson gets the outside corner on that pitch, 1-2. A little bit low, a little bit outside maybe on that one as well. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 5th for Augusta. Singer to third. And they'll say it's in time, much to the dismay of the third base coach. Evan Smith pleading with the umpire for a safe call there, but he's not going to get it. And that'll do it for Augusta in the 5th. No runs in the inning, a base hit from Biles. A couple of runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning here from Lady Canes Field. Peach Belt Conference action. Augusta and GSW on the PBC Sports Network.
They say college is the best time of your life. But what about what comes next? At Georgia Southwestern State University, you're not just here for the clubs, or the campus, or the dining hall. You're here for small class sizes, affordable programs, and real-world experience. When you come to GSW, you're not just here for college. You're here for your tomorrow. Georgia Southwestern State University. Take tomorrow by storm. Start your journey at gsw.edu.
First pitch swinging for Haley Panett popped up in the infield. Shortstop has it. Makes the basket catch. And there's one away.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot.
Now batting catcher number 30, Ansley Duffy.
No big, I feel like pop. Shoot a shot. I'm coming in.
Ansley Duffy digs in. First pitch swinging as well. She follows that one back to the screen. Duffy making her 7th start of the spring. 3 hits so far this season for the freshman. A double, a triple, and a single. She has driven in 4. No walks, 5 strikeouts. 130 batting average. And Tillman with a 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball, but right at the right fielder. She took a step or 2 back, then came in to make the grab out and right. So a fly out for Duffy. Kind of got it off the end of the bat. Hit it hard, but it couldn't sail far enough. 2 outs in the inning.
Kimmy Singer.
I might be too strong out on compliments. Overdosed on confidence.
Kimmy Singer, the batter. The shortstop is 0 for 1. She struck out her first time up. First pitch swinging as well. That one fouled back. Singer has started all 19 games for Georgia Southwestern this season. The GSW shortstop, 12 hits on the year. 3 of them have been for extra bases. She's got 3 doubles, 5 runs driven in. She's been walked had been walked 10 times, hit by a pitch 4 times, which is tops on the team. Slaps that one foul. Has struck out 6 times, 226 batting average for Singer. And the 0-2, this one slap foul as well, third base side. Singer just trying to punch one over there in that tight window over in left field along the line. A couple of foul balls hanging in there this at bat. Still down 0-2. Left fielder almost playing on the line. This one she pulls out in front, but foul. Left fielder, yeah, just playing probably just a couple yards off the line in shallow left. Center fielder just to the left of second base. If you're looking from home, Singer tries to flick this one over the third baseman's head, but it goes foul as well. Upstairs, first ball of the at-bat. Second baseman playing in several steps inside the running lane at second, what would be first to second base. Third baseman several steps in from the bag at third towards home. Slap foul just to the left of the chalk. Comes inside, in on the hands, and somehow Singer fights it off. One, two, pitch, fouled off again. They'll be staying busy. The freshman or injured player that's got to go track down balls has them sprayed all over behind. At least they've all been on the third base side, however, and several of them have stayed in the park. We'll see Chloe Wilson from Augusta in game number 2. She was the pitcher that was responsible for the 10-1 win. This one short hop by the shortstop. Nice play and over to first to end the inning. But this go around, it's been Tillman in control. She has now pitched 5 innings. Georgia Southwestern only with 1 hit in the ball game. We'll head to the 6th here from Lady Canes Field, rather. Back in a moment here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
out of feeding your family at Roman Oven Pizzeria in Americus. Your pizza is made to order with the finest ingredients. Roman Oven is more than just pizza. It's burgers, subs, hot wings, salads, and so much more. Check out our full menu at romanoven.com. We now have a new expanded dining area and party room. We can accommodate your school, civic group, even birthday parties and special events. After the game, come celebrate with us. Roman Oven Pizzeria, intersection of Highway 27 and 280 next to Fred's. Catering and delivery available. Roman Oven Pizzeria online at romanoven.com or call 928-5050. And for special deals and giveaways, like us on Facebook.
Top of the 6th inning from Lady Canes Field. First pitch swinging, popped up. Shallow right field. It'll be Willis who drifts over from second base and makes the play on the grass.
Number 17, Emma Seagrave.
Emma Seagrave, 1 for 2. She had the grand slam in the first. It has been the difference so far in this one. First pitch swinging, fouled off. Check swing did not go. And the count will even up at 1-1. Off the end of the bat, foul behind home plate. Duffy will go track it down. Gibson with the pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman Wood, who comes over and makes the play. Slings it over to Kersey for a routine out. Second out of the inning.
23, Bella Fernandez.
Bella Fernandez, the batter. Fernandez, the number 8 batter in the order for the Jaguars here in game number 1. The first baseman for Augusta. Swinging to miss evens the count up at 1-1. Ground ball through the hole on the left side, and a base hit for Fernandez. Now 1 for 3 in the ball game. It's the 6th hit of the game for Augusta. Comes with 2 outs here in the 6th.
Number 5, Aaliyah Luke.
Off-speed pitch. Fooled her on that one. Watches it go by. And 0-1 to Luke. Luke 0 for 1 in the game with a walk. Pulls this one foul. Out of play, out of the ballpark. Ground ball to Singer. She's got it. Off the. Kind of rolled up on the heel of her glove and able to get it out and over to first in plenty of time, and a good play, a hard hit ball, but Singer completes the inning for the GSW defense. No runs in the 6th for Augusta. They got them all in the 1st. But it's held up so far, especially with Tillman inside the circle. She's been stellar so far. 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks for the Augusta hurler. I mentioned things don't get particularly easy for Georgia Southwestern moving ahead. This completes a 7-game homestand for Georgia Southwestern. Coming up for the Lady Hurricanes, a couple of nationally ranked top 10 teams. It all starts on Saturday with a trip to Young Harris. Games at 1 and 3 at Young Harris. On Saturday, currently the number 9 ranked team in all of Division II softball. How about you follow that up the next day with a trip to Dahlonega and square off with number 2 North Georgia. Next Wednesday, the Lady Hurricanes complete that brutal road stretch with a trip to Auburn Montgomery for a non-conference tilt. 3 and 5, the game times. I believe that would be Eastern time. At least that's how we have it down here, 3 and 5. Auburn Montgomery, oh yeah, by the way, as I mentioned earlier, if you didn't catch it, Auburn Montgomery coming off a sweep of number 2 North Georgia. I think I saw that it was the last time, I think 2019 was the last time North Georgia got swept, and then it's like 2016 since they've lost 3 in a row, which is where they're at right now. So catch them while they're playing angry, I guess. Auburn Montgomery again with the last time out, a sweep of North Georgia. So that's the next 3 on tap for Georgia Southwestern before they return home for their final 2 home dates of the season. The 17th and 18th of April. Back here at Lady Canes Field. Hard to believe it'll all be over on the 18th. Home-wise, then they've got 4 more dates on the road to close out the regular season. J.C. Johns leading off the 6th inning for Georgia Southwestern. She's 0 for 1, struck out earlier in the ball game. The right fielder for GSW. Slaps this one. Left fielder was trying to make a run in foul territory, but it was just beyond her reach. And Johns will have to come back and reset, get another look at a 2-2 pitch. As has been as I mentioned when we looked at the 2 records for these teams, with GSW, this is only their 4th Peach Belt Conference game. Augusta has played 10. This is, of course, number 11. That lopsidedness in quantity is reflective at the top of the division, or top of the conference, where Francis Marion is at the moment on top with a 4-0 record. The Patriots are 8-8 overall. Behind them, Young Harris and North Georgia, who split their doubleheader when they met. Ground ball, bouncing, kicking left into foul territory. Young Harris is 9-1. North Georgia's 5-1. GSW and UNC Pembroke are both 3-1 in conference play. Columbus State 5-3. Flagler 4-4. Augusta 3-7, as we've discussed. USC Aiken 1-7. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit, and this is the second hit of the game for GSW. And a good way to start off the 6th inning. J.C. Johns aboard. USC Aiken 1-7, Georgia College 1-9, and Lander 0-4. Looking for their first conference win. But again, only 4 games into their PVC schedule. Chloe Zeller, the designated player, steps in. She's 0-2 in the ballgame, has struck out once against Tillman. In there for a strike. Called strike on Zeller there, and she's in an 0-2 hole. Slap to left field, played perfectly. Actually, just coming in to make the grab was the left fielder, but she didn't have to move left or right, just came in as she was hugging the line, expecting Zeller to slap it her way. Play made out and left by Lindsay South. Kayla Kerr 0-2 in the ball game. The GSW left fielder digs in. Fights that one off, a little inside out swing. Like she wanted time, didn't get it. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. Lady Hurricanes in their all-white Adidas uniforms, even got the white helmets. 0-2 pitch, ground ball to the shortstop. Underhands for one, over to second, not in time. Kerr able to beat it out and just hold it to 1 out on the play, the force at second base.
Now batting second baseman number 19, Zoe Willis.
Adidas, the official outfitter of Georgia Southwestern Athletics. As Willis watches one come in for a strike. GSW's second baseman is 0-1 in the opener. One pitch. Big cut, but a swing and a miss. This afternoon's doubleheader action being brought to you by Synovus, the Bank of Here, as well as State Farm Insurance, local agent Marty McDonald, big supporter of Georgia Southwestern Athletics. Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Tillman. Been a while since she got one, but she's up to 7 in the game now. Georgia Southwestern leaves the runner on. Kerr left at first base as they end the 6th with no runs in the inning. 5-1, the deficit will head to the 7th. Coming up for Augusta, we've got Sullivan, Biles, and South back to the top of the order for Augusta when we return. Seventh inning we go. Jacayla Sullivan 0 for 2 with a strikeout here in our opener. Today around the Peach Belt Conference, Emmanuel's at North Georgia. That's a 2 p.m. doubleheader, of course. Got a piece of that one, but will fall behind 0-2. Sullivan have to work her way out of this one. 0-2 to Gibson. Peach Belt Conference action. Francis Marion at USC Aiken. Start time 3 o'clock this afternoon. And Shorter was at Georgia College. That also a 3 o'clock start. Well, North Georgia's losing streak has been snapped at 3 as they won the opener against Emmanuel 6-0. And USC Aiken, who the Lady Hurricanes just played, a 4-3 winner over Francis Marion. That one is going to come right inside the line. She drops that soft liner into right. Right. Again, just inside the paint. And a base hit for Sullivan.
Now batting second baseman number 8, Olivia Biles.
Well, Gibson's got to get through the top of the order. Now you get Biles up. She's 2 for 3. 2 of the Jaguars' 7 hits in the ballgame. This one tried to get it between that hole, between third and short, but Singer is on it. And you saw her make the play, the force to get the lead runner. Sullivan at second. Fielder's choice for Biles. She'll fall a 2 for 4 in the game, but she's over at first with one away. South is 0 for 2, but when she has found her way on base, guess whether it be a fielder's choice or what have you. She's been on base 2 different occasions and has a stolen base both times. The 1-1 pitch from Gibson. I got a piece of her. She'll go down to first, hit by a pitch. The second Augusta batter to be hit in the game. There was a batter hit in the first that eventually scored. I believe at least scored, but got on base that way. Well, I guess the good news, if you're just kind of looking at her wrist there, hopefully South is fine. She's got a runner in front of her, so maybe at least it takes the stolen base out of play. But there's 2 runners on, and Summer Fry, who does have a hit and a run driven in the game. 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Back to Gibson, 1 hop over to get the lead runner to Wood at third, and there's 2 away.
Now batting catcher number 32, Amina Wood.
Pay attention to that, but and this time I actually looked at it. First pitch, a ball to Wood. She's 0 for 2, struck out once. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Off the end of the bat, Willis has it on to first to retire the side. So a couple of runners left on base. Augusta unable to score in the 7th, but they still hold a commanding lead, 5-1. Last ups for the Hurricanes, at least in regulation. See what GSW can do, trailing 5-1 when we return here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. First pitch swinging. First pitch swinging for Wood, and she pops it up.
First baseman number 20, Lauren Kersey.
One out. And Kersey, the batter. First pitch, big swing from Lauren, but she can't connect. And Tillman, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks in the game. Fouled off, and now she'll be ahead of Kersey. 0-2. Seven hits for the Jaguars. They've done a good job of peppering around. Lauren flies this one to the right fielder. A couple steps to her right to make the grab. And a fairly easy out for Fry over and right. 2 down for Georgia Southwestern in the opener, and Haley Panette, the batter, she's 0 for 2 in the opener with 1 strikeout. That one hit hard, but right at the center fielder, who squeezes it and makes the play. So the line drive out to Libby to close out game number 1 in the visiting Augusta University Jaguars are victorious. 5-1. The visiting side gets the win here in game number 1. You see the line there, 5 runs, 7 hits for Augusta. 1 run, only 2 hits for Georgia Southwestern. Tillman did a great job inside the circle for Augusta. You take a look at her game log this season. Let me peek at it really quick. That's going to be, well, she had a good outing against Belmont Abbey back on March 6th. Pitched 7 innings, did not allow a run, got the shutout. Aside from that, and a couple times where she pitched early in the season, Coker and Wingate, 1 earned run, but 2 runs total allowed in the game. So this is probably her second best outing of the season, and picked a good time to do it. Kept GSW off on its heels all afternoon at the plate, and it's 2 wins in a row for Augusta. They Jaguars improved their record to 10-19 overall. They're now 4-7 in the Peach Belt Conference. Georgia Southwestern falls to 12-7 overall, 3-2 in PBC play. We'll call it quits here in game number 1. Get off the air and end this broadcast momentarily to come back and approximately get it out about 20 minutes from now. Shouldn't have to do anything different. If you haven't had a chance to download the Peach Belt Conference app, whether you're on watching it on the big screen at home on Roku or Apple TV or your Fire Stick, go ahead and do it. It's a great idea, even whether you're a GSW fan or an Augusta fan or just a fan, I guess, in this case of softball in general. But you pick your school and you kind of lock in on their channel. And from what I understand, it's a really neat viewing experience, and everything's right there. All the broadcasts, as long as it's a Peach Belt Conference game, will be right there on your channel. You don't have to go hunt it down. We're also simulcasting on YouTube. Hello to all of our viewers. We've got over 1,240 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and a couple tuned in this afternoon. As always, we simulcast this broadcast on that channel, YouTube channel, as well as the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. So that'll do it for game number 1. Augusta, again, a 5-1 winner. We'll be back shortly for the nightcap here from Lady Canes Field in Americus, Georgia. You've been watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.